for rocking with this channel, Kilo 7X forever. And just remember that if you're in a relationship, you are that person rock, that inspiration. You have to keep that balance and that support. Because whenever that person is calm, you gotta be an anchor, you gotta be the wings to make it through. Because we gotta survive through the test of time, you know, the test of these decades. Because everything changing, but we gotta keep going. Kilo 7 forever. So let's get into it.
Number 1, he never contacts you first. Number 2, he makes you wait. For example, he might make you wait 2 to 3 days before he responds to your text message. Number 3, he cancels repeatedly. Let me tell you something. If someone's into you, they'll make time for you. Number 4, he's always flirting other women on and offline. They gon' hate you for this one. Number 6, you haven't met each other's friends or families. Number 7, he told you that he doesn't want a relationship, but still want relationship benefits.
Where people ask me this very question more than ever. They've done this for more than 3 decades. How do I know when I have found the one? Today, we have a village that is a big global digital village in which I don't have 2 or 3 choices. I have thousands of choices. And on the one hand, it gives me opportunities that I have never had. But on the other side, it also gives me what is called the paradox of choice, right? 2 choice, 3 choice, great. 5, still good. 100, crippling self-doubt and massive uncertainty. What is the one today when you have that sea of possibilities? The general model is this. We still want economic stability, support, companionship, social status, and maybe kids. But we still want all of that, plus, now I want this amount to people is this. We are asking one person to give us what once an entire village used to provide. And that is a tall order for a party of 2. And how did we get to this? That we want, with the same person, to experience the anchor and the waves. Every one of us here comes into this world straddling 2 sets of fundamental human needs. We all have a need for adventure, for novelty, for mystery, for risk, for the unknown, for exploration. Our need for togetherness and our need for freedom. Our need for love, for safety, for belonging. Love is a verb and not a permanent state of enthusiasm given to you by someone else who is perfect, while you still are not. What we often think is that once we commit, you're mine. And the long series of songs and poetries and proverbs that have fed a kind of romantic possessiveness have often led us astray. I don't own them. How do I know when I have found the one? People who find the one are people who completely understand that lives at best are imperfect and you live with uncertainty. The relationship isn't the source of all our nourishment, but it is the bridge to all the nourishments that we can find in the multiple parts of our lives. Alive is this. It's a body that opens up. It's expansive, it reaches out, it allows things to come in. It is the ability to play, to discover, to explore. In order to play, to discover, to explore, to open up, you must have that fundamental glue that gives every relationship its essence, its timelessness, and its truth. It's
across to me. What I'm realizing is that question is the wrong target. How to get over thinking about someone really isn't the right target. It's really not the right question. And oftentimes in our lives, what we need to make sure we're doing is we got to make sure we are asking the right questions. So how do I get over thinking about someone is the wrong question. You actually don't control that, right? We get 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day is what researchers say. And you have thoughts happening at a conscious level where you're completely aware of them, right? But then the majority of our thoughts are happening in the subconscious level where we are not in control. but we are not aware of them, right? They're automatically happening. So to think that you can just pick the thought that you want to hold on to, or that you can just pick the thought and say, this is what I'm going to think all day, it's not accurate. So what we have to really do is peel that back one more layer, and we have to ask ourselves. So the question that the person asked me was, how do I get over thinking about someone? And what we really need to do is ask the question of,
you're not fun enough, you're not outgoing enough.
She's boring.
Yeah.
You know,
And
she's like a nun or something.
Yeah, and you show too much, it's too revealing, she's too risque, she's asking for it. But I feel like what you said, it's about how you take it as an individual and what you feel is comfortable for you. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. If you like it, you like it.
Right? And I will double like it.
Yeah, y'all didn't hear what the lady said. If you like it, you're gonna love it. Kilo 7X forever, the community. Cause you gotta understand, in any relationship, you're gonna have arguments. You're not gonna agree on everything. You see what I'm saying? That's the reality. But you gotta love you. You see what I'm saying? And make it work. Y'all gotta stick it out. But thank y'all for listening, watching this whole video. Hope you enjoyed it. Kilo 7X forever, the community. This is the end. Smash that like button and leave a comment.